Hey, this is Chris and Lamb of God. You're watching Rock and Metal News.
Hey guys, this is Dallas from Rock and Metal News, and today we have an awesome album review to go through with you guys, and it is called Resolution by Lamb of God. Now, this album I've been waiting for a long time. It's a very anticipated album, and I'm just going to go through some of the tracks with you guys. Well, all the tracks. And first track was Straight for the Sun. It's a very dark and doomy intro that really sets the tone for the rest of the album. And it's quite short. It's about 2 minutes. And then Desolation comes in. Desolation, actually. And it's a very fast Lamb of God song. Very good, well-written chorus, and ends with a very, very awesome fast breakdown with Randy just screaming over it. And the next song, called Ghost Walking, this is track 3 on the album. So this was this first single, and we think this was pretty much made to be a single because it's absolutely perfect in every way, and the riff that Mark and Willie play in it, the main one, is absolutely perfectly written, and it has an amazing solo by Mark Morton in it, and overall it's absolutely perfect single, and this is a song that I could see them playing live at their shows in 2012. And then track 4 comes in, which is called Guilty. Is very groovy song, and it has many blast beats from Chris Adler like Fake Messiah did in Wrath, and it ends with a halftime breakdown beat and is a very interesting, awesome song. And then number 5 is called The Undertow. And this song I could see them playing live again in 2012. And it sounds like a very old song from Lamb's old days, and has a very and Randy screams a lot in it, which I could see him getting the crowd to scream when they play live. And the transition into a halftime interesting feel is very interesting because it's Randy just screaming. And then Mark Morton comes in with a kick-ass blues type solo, and the whole solo is absolutely perfect. And then it goes into track 6, which is called The Number 6. And so they have a very catchy chorus in this song. It's very interesting because they don't usually do these kind of things. And Chris Adler does many thrashy, like fast beats in this song. And then it goes into a progressive feel with Chris Adler playing the drums very lightly and John playing a wicked bass riff, with Randy doing some spoken word stuff over it. And then you can hear John, and you can hear John much in this song, probably the most on this entire album. And yeah, so he wrote some killer bass riffs for this song, obviously, and it is one of my most memorable songs on the album. And then it goes into a song called Barbarossa, and this is an interlude song with acoustic guitar playing over a bluesy electric guitar. It is very interesting. It's like a minute and a half or something. And then it goes into track 8, which is called Invictus. So it opens with a killer, heavy, doomy riff that gets faster, then goes into a fast riff, and then into another kick-ass solo. It's really good. With the guitar in it is amazing, and then the guitarists play a riff that repeats with the band, and there's no way out. And number 9 is called Cheated. This is a very fast song that opens up with one screaming, and he's screaming 1 2 1 2 F you. It's hilarious, and it's quite funny. And very good drumming by Chris Adler in this song, and it has one breakdown that really gets stuck in your head. And this song is probably the fastest, most brutal song on the album, and it is a song you could see on like Burn the Priest album. And track number 10, Insurrection. This is a very interesting song, and Randy turns his voice a little cleaner than usual. And you don't usually hear him do this, but it's very interesting to listen to. And the drum track in it is very good thought out, and the beats are amazing, and the guitar riffs in this song are absolutely amazing. And then comes another kick-ass riff with some harmonizing. The solo has much harmonizing in it, which you don't usually hear Lamb of God do. And then comes into a song called Terminally Unique, which is track 11. And it starts off with a breakdown drum beat with the guitars playing a very interesting riff, sounding not far away from the song Lamb of God made for the God of War video game. And the drumming seems very thought out in this song, and it definitely sounds like a song they could be playing live for sure. And there's many groovy riffs on this song. It has a very catchy chorus, and Randy sounds extremely possessed, so it's awesome. It's a good thing when he sounds possessed, because he sounds absolutely amazing. And number 12 is called To the End, and this seems like it could be another possible live song, and has this one riff that does not seem far away from a Pantera riff. And then comes into another solo, and this solo has some parts that do sound a bit like the solo in Ghost Walking. And when then around the end, the band stops and Mark starts off with a little ending jam riff, and very catchy blues riff, and then an ending solo. It's just it's amazing. And then track 13, the second to last track, called Visitation. And it starts off with a killer fast groovy riff that really catches your ear. It also has another sick solo again, and this song seems like it could have been another single for the album, but who knows, we could see another single coming soon, so might be. And then track 14, which is the last track on the album, it's called King Me, and this is a perfect way to end a metal album. And it starts off with amazing guitar playing and Randy's spoken word again, and then turns into a kick-ass breakdown, not too far away from the breakdown in Beating on Death's Door on the album Wrath. And it has a woman singer in it, which is quite interesting. It's kind of like a church singing feel to it. And this whole album is absolutely amazing. It's perfectly written. Randy's voice is absolutely amazing. It actually seems much lower compared to any of the other Lamb records. And it's like he's progressed so much since like Burn the Priest. It's unbelievable. And Mark and Willie also seem that this is like their best record that they've ever written. And the guitar in this album is absolutely insane. And Mark did amazing on all of the solos. And there's actually quite a bit compared to some of the other Lamb records. And Chris Adler did extremely well again, and you would really appreciate it more after watching him record the entire, all the drum tracks for the entire album on the Ustream that he did a while ago. And John Campbell seemed like he did very well also. His bass playing is unbelievable, and he writes some good bass riffs. And in conclusion, this is a kick-ass perfect record that will most likely be my favorite record in 2012, and the entire band has progressed insanely, and you can really tell by the sounds on this record. It's just amazing, and so I had to rate this entire album 10 out of 10, perfect. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Lamb of God. You really did it again. It was unbelievable. And go pick it up on January 24th in North America. It is absolutely amazing. You won't regret it. Thanks for tuning in, and please subscribe.